Have you pondered what truly lies between you and your grandest aspirations? Pause for a second to consider. More often than not, the most significant hindrance to our success is our own self. Fascinating, right? Welcome to an extraordinary presentation designed to alter not merely how you tackle obstacles, but also your self-perception daily. If you're on the hunt for the secret to unleashing your boundless potential and sailing through the tempests of life with steadfast assurance, you've found the right spot. The solution might be more straightforward and potent than you presume. By applying the teachings of Stoicism, let's commit to a voyage of self-exploration and enhancement that's set to redefine your interactions with the surrounding world. Are you prepared to discover age-old wisdom that can transform barriers into stepping stones of opportunity? Then, join me as we delve into this expedition, poised to commence. Are you set to begin? Do you recognize the significance of holding your ground amidst life's hurdles? Each one of us encounters trials that may appear overwhelming at times. Marcus Aurelius, a ruler and philosopher, imparts a significant lesson. The obstacles we encounter are not merely obstacles but indicators pointing us towards progress. He posited that within every challenge lies a chance. Adopting this perspective shifts everything, enabling us to approach difficulties with a new mindset. Facing difficulties can be likened to tackling a complex jigsaw puzzle. Initially, it appears daunting, perhaps even insurmountable. Yet through perseverance and resilience, we start connecting the pieces, one after another, until the image begins to emerge. The satisfaction of completing that puzzle is extraordinary, right? This aligns with Marcus Aurelius's philosophy. Every challenge acts as a segment of the vast mosaic that constitutes our existence. We might not grasp the significance or placement of each piece immediately, but every piece holds its value and rightful position. Overcoming a hurdle feels akin to discovering the perfect spot for one of those intricate puzzle pieces. Now picture this. With every challenge you surmount, you're essentially fortifying yourself, crafting a more robust version of who you are. It's as though each problem resolved, each barrier breached, endows you with greater resilience and assurance. So the next time you encounter a challenge, perceive it not as a blockade, but as an affirmation that you're on the correct trajectory. It represents a chance to evolve, expand, and fortify your inner strength. At this moment, I encourage you to reflect on a current obstacle in your life. Rather than viewing it as an impenetrable barrier, imagine it as a gateway. This gateway, once opened, has the potential to draw you nearer to your fullest potential. Does it sound challenging? Perhaps it is. Yet, is it achievable? Without a doubt. Bear in mind that you possess all the necessary tools within you to confront whatever is on the horizon. Each obstacle presents a chance to demonstrate to yourself your true strength and capabilities. So, inhale deeply, step forward, and embrace the challenge. The journey ahead is yours for the taking, and trust me, you are equipped for whatever comes your way. There's a principle that acts as a beacon through our voyage, the focus on self-improvement and the practice of Stoic virtues. These concepts, derived from timeless wisdom, still echo with remarkable relevance in our modern era, urging us to peer within and acknowledge the profound influence we wield through our choices, actions imbued with prudence, bravery, and moderation. Life, in all its complexity, gives us a myriad of opportunities to embody these virtues daily. But what exactly does living by these virtues entail? It entails living with intention, making decisions that align with what is ethically correct and beneficial, not just for ourselves, but also for the people we interact with. It's about recognizing our anxieties and confronting them bravely, striving for equilibrium in our cravings and enthusiasms, and pursuing knowledge to distinguish between what is within our power to alter and what is beyond our control. This journey is less about dramatic actions or significant triumphs and more about the everyday decisions we make. It involves how we handle daily inconveniences, our interactions with peers, and our management of personal resources. Each instance presents a chance to exercise ethical behavior, to evolve into the most refined version of ourselves. But the question arises, how do we maintain self-focus without veering into egotism? Here, the teachings of Stoicism offer clarity, guiding us to discern what lies within our sphere of influence. While we might lack control over external circumstances, we possess absolute sovereignty over our reactions to these events. This insight liberates us, enabling us to let go of what we cannot control and concentrate on what we can indeed influence: our deeds, reactions, and thoughts. It proposes an immersive journey into self-awareness, urging us to acknowledge our flaws and transform them into strengths. It's a call to live genuinely, chasing not external validation, but the serenity that emerges from aligning with our core principles. Picture a life where each day you cultivate a bit more bravery, confronting your fears, where you pursue equilibrium by rejecting excess and embracing what genuinely enriches your life. And imagine if each day you dedicated yourself to learning something new, broadening your perspective of the world and your place within it. These queries mark the beginning of a genuine expedition towards a fulfilling existence. This path isn't traversed hastily, but unfolds through every mindful action we take. Therefore, let's delve into a concept that, surprisingly, plays a pivotal role in the quality of our lives: the power of choice. It's intriguing to recognize that amidst the chaos of everything beyond our grasp, we still control one crucial aspect: our responses to these situations. Reflect on the numerous occasions you've fretted over matters ultimately beyond your influence: time, the perceptions of others. How beneficial was that worry truly? Yet, here lies the compelling aspect. Even if we're powerless to alter certain circumstances, we always have the liberty to select our stance towards them. This concept is pragmatic, more than merely an uplifting thought. It involves pausing to acknowledge, this is the reality. I cannot change it, but I can control my approach to navigating through it. This philosophy doesn't suggest overlooking challenges, but rather confronting them with a mentality that empowers us to govern our reactions. Delving into self-knowledge, that's an expedition in itself. It's akin to adopting the role of a sleuth in your own narrative, keenly observing and discovering what drives you, what triggers specific responses. And truthfully, the deeper your self-awareness, the better equipped you are to steer through life's complexities. And here's the cherry on top: this entire process fosters a more peaceful existence. Courage, in this context, need not be confined to the realms of heroism or life-threatening scenarios. Indeed, courage is a companion in the daily experiences of our lives. This is the resilience that nudges us awake on tough mornings, the drive that inspires us to embrace new experiences, confront issues, or acknowledge faults. Indeed, navigating through life's trials, the mysteries, our own constraints, and setbacks demands considerable bravery. This isn't solely about surmounting profound fears, but pertains to the everyday, the minor instances, like choosing to be honest even when the truth may not be welcomed, or taking a moment for self-reflection to own up to and learn from our errors. Exhibiting courage also involves recognizing that obstacles and challenges lie ahead, yet choosing to remain steadfast. It's akin to being aware of the daunting journey before us but stepping forward regardless, driven by a belief that it's the correct path. The journey is seldom simple. At times it might even feel as though we're battling the tide. Yet it is in these very moments that true courage is illuminated. Courage isn't about the eradication of fear, rather it's about how we act in the face of fear. This is the quiet assurance within us that whispers, "Yes, this is frightening, but my strength surpasses my fear." And that, my friend, is transformative. It propels our growth, opening us to the myriad possibilities that arise from acts of bravery. Each time we confront something bravely, we seize an opportunity to showcase our character, to evolve into better versions of ourselves. This is remarkable because, through every challenge we meet head-on, every fear we surmount, we expand, becoming more formidable and resilient. So, why not shift our perspective on courage? Let's not confine it to the grandiose moments, but recognize it as a daily companion, a dynamic force urging us towards genuine living, encouraging us to confront our apprehensions and to flourish amidst them. And it's important to remember that being courageous doesn't imply going at it solo. Seeking support is equally a gesture of bravery. Acknowledging our gaps in knowledge and expressing a desire to learn is an act of bravery. Let's integrate courage into our everyday existence, tackle our obstacles, draw lessons from our setbacks, and evolve through them. After all, it's this progression that propels us forward. If you're finding this dialogue enriching, consider subscribing and engaging in the comments. Did you realize that only a small fraction of those viewing our channel are subscribed? So, join me in extending this message even further. As we delve further into the concept of temperance, we find ourselves in a society where indulgence is frequently celebrated, and the ceaseless quest for more appears to distance us from true contentment. Here, the age-old yet strikingly pertinent idea of temperance comes to light. While the term might conjure images of antiquated texts and long-gone philosophers, it harbors a significant key to living a fulfilled and balanced existence. Temperance might sound intricate, yet its essence is both straightforward and profoundly life-altering. It champions the ideals of self-restraint, moderation, and equilibrium in all our endeavors. Picture your existence as a vessel navigating the vast seas. In this analogy, temperance acts as the steering mechanism, guiding us to sail a middle course, dodging the tempests of overindulgence and the doldrums of austerity. The Stoics, philosophers renowned for their wisdom, viewed this virtue not just as a moral quality, but as a conduit to genuine joy. They advocated for a life in sync with nature, embracing the world as it unfolds, which in turn helps us regulate our cravings and sidestep the pitfalls of overconsumption that often lead us astray from authentic fulfillment. Embracing the present and mastering oneself, staying grounded in the now while exercising restraint, are akin to gripping the ship's helm steadfastly amidst the unpredictable waves of life. This approach tests our resolve and our capacity to stay serene in the face of life's inevitable upheavals. The truth of the matter is that certain events unfold outside the realm of our influence. However, the real secret lies in understanding that what we can definitively manage are our personal reactions and mindsets. This concept doesn't imply resignation or a passive stance. Rather, it's about seizing control over our responses to the scenarios life throws our way. Embracing the starkness of reality might appear challenging, for no one relishes the prospect of difficult periods or undesired circumstances. Yet, consider this perspective. Battling against the unchangeable is akin to attempting to halt the gale, ineffective and draining. In contrast, directing our focus towards elements within our grasp, our deeds, our mental processes, our approaches, is where genuine empowerment is found. This principle of self-governance entails the acknowledgement that, although the external world might be beyond our command, we hold sway over the most crucial domain, ourselves. This realization is a profound source of liberation. The assurance that, irrespective of external upheavals, you possess the capacity to choose your internal response bestows a level of tranquility and resilience that is virtually unassailable. Therefore, when next faced with a vexing or tough situation, remind yourself that your reaction is within your purview. Inhale deeply, step back, and query whether the matter is within your control. If not, learn to let go and direct your energies to what you can influence. If yes, then action is your prerogative. This proactive and mindful approach not only cultivates peace but also enhances our ability to lead lives of greater intent and fulfillment. Naturally, this is no simple feat, but as with all aspects of life, it boils down to practice. The more we engage in accepting what is and honing our ability to control ourselves, the more adept we become at steering through life with elegance, resolve, and most importantly, serenity. This approach to living is immensely empowering. Now, let's delve into something crucial yet often overlooked: introspection and the potency of our minds. Consider self-reflection a vital instrument at our disposal, one we frequently ignore. This practice is essentially about conducting a sincere review of our internal world, our thoughts, behaviors, and feelings. It's akin to taking a brief halt amid our daily rush to consult our internal compass, ensuring we're still aligned with our desired trajectory. Why does this matter so much? Without these intervals of introspection and recalibration, it's all too easy to veer off course. We might find ourselves on a journey not of our choosing, propelled by fleeting whims or swayed by our emotions, drifting from our core principles and ideals. Self-reflection enables us to recognize moments when we're acting on mere impulse or allowing our feelings to usurp our guidance system, pulling us away from our ethical and moral compass. Furthermore, self-reflection reveals the immense capability of our minds, shaping our interpretation of the environment and our responses to obstacles, all of which originate within our thought processes. Mastering our perceptions and reactions grants us significant sway over our personal experiences. This approach doesn't entail dismissing emotions or denying the existence of difficulties. Rather, it emphasizes the understanding that, although external events may be beyond our control, we possess absolute authority over our reactions to these events. Why not initiate the practice of introspection today? It need not be an intricate exercise. Dedicate a few moments each day to contemplate your mental states and emotions, questioning whether they resonate with the person you aspire to be. Should you find discrepancies, you've pinpointed an opportunity for personal development and refinement. Let's delve deeper into the essence of transformation, which begins within the mind. Have you realized the control you wield by merely choosing the focus of your thoughts and feelings? This is the crux of self-reflection and the profound effectiveness of meditation and mindfulness. Far from being mere esoteric traditions or modern fads, these practices offer transformative strategies that can be integrated into everyday living, aiming for enhanced self-regulation and tranquility. Begin with acknowledging that introspection paves the way to self-awareness. Question your core principles. What are my values? Reflecting on whether we are living in harmony with our values is a continuous process that fosters our growth, highlights areas for improvement, and, crucially, ensures our actions are in sync with our core convictions. The act of pausing to earnestly ponder on your existence can mark the transition from navigating life unconsciously to steering your destiny with intention. Ever observed how our minds can become whirlpools of thoughts and anxieties? Imagine the profound impact of stilling these turbulent waters. Meditation offers us the method to do just this, to be present with our thoughts, to witness them without critique, and gradually guide them towards serenity and clarity. It isn't about vacating the mind, but realizing that you are not synonymous with your thoughts. You are the onlooker, discerning which thoughts merit your attention and which ones to let drift away like clouds across the sky. Mindfulness anchors us in the now, the only time where life genuinely unfolds. Engaging in mindfulness allows you to appreciate the minute marvels of daily existence, those moments often overlooked. Each breath turns into a moment to embrace life fully, and every activity, no matter its simplicity, becomes an opportunity to engage completely. This is your call to action. Envision life as a continuum of immediate experiences, each brimming with the possibility for profound engagement. Allow introspection to navigate your journey. Let meditation serve as your sanctuary, and adopt mindfulness as the prism through which the world is viewed. Through these practices, you'll uncover a fortitude perhaps previously unrecognized, a strength that not only equips you to meet life's trials head-on, but also to flourish within them, finding joy and contentment in the present. The reality of existence is its inherent flux, its highs and lows, its transitory nature that molds, tests, and ultimately imparts the genuine meaning of inner resilience. This resilience, this capacity to bounce back, enables us to approach life's hurdles not as terminal points, but as essential elements of the path we forge incrementally. Central to this odyssey is the acknowledgement of life's impermanence, a philosophical insight urging us to welcome the ephemeral nature of all things. As we adapt to this truth, we shift from resistance to acceptance, cherishing every instance with intensified significance and understanding. Recognizing the transient nature of life diminishes our clinginess to the uncontrollable, redirecting our energies towards aspects we can influence: our demeanor, our responses, and our self-development. View adversity not as a blockade, but as a call to growth, an opportunity to fortify your essence and expand your comprehension of both yourself and the cosmos. Every challenge we encounter is a tutorial, every barrier surmounted a milestone in our personal journey. Cultivating inner resilience means also learning to discover tranquility within oneself, amidst any turmoil outside. It signifies possessing a steadfast, unshakable core of peace and stability, impervious to external disturbances. The essence of true resilience lies in our capacity to maintain composure and inner peace amidst the chaos that may engulf our external world. I invite you to approach each day, each instant, as a valuable chance for self-improvement and enlightenment. Embrace the concept of transience in your existence, allowing it to enhance your appreciation for the immediacy of life, encouraging you to live every moment with intention and thankfulness. It's through this embrace of life's fleeting nature that we come to appreciate the everlasting splendor of the now, and forge a resilience that steadfastly supports us on our journey. Consider the serene moments of an early morning before the day's hustle begins as a prime time for personal reflection and growth. Picture yourself in those quiet hours as standing at the dawn of potential, ready to shine your light on the world. This isn't about mere imagination, but about feeling deeply connected to the potential of a new day. Use this time to set your intentions, those quiet determinations that will color your day with the essence of your being. Begin by enriching your soul with simple acts of kindness, helping someone without expectation of reciprocation, or sharing a smile. These acts, though small, are profound in nurturing your spirit and spreading positivity. These gestures, though they may appear minor, lay the groundwork for a steadfast sanctuary within. Throughout your day, engage in the practice of temperance, the skill of navigating the fine line between overindulgence and scarcity. Make conscious decisions to resist the allure of excess, which, while enticing, often diverts us from what is genuinely important. And as evening falls, with the horizon aglow in shades of orange and pink, seize the moment for introspection. This is the ideal occasion to review the events of your day, not through a lens of judgment, but with the keen interest of someone eager to learn. Reflect on the day's teachings, recognizing that some lessons are vivid and others are subtly interwoven into the fabric of our daily lives. I further suggest cultivating the practice of keeping a gratitude journal. This potent routine shifts our perspective, enabling us to perceive abundance rather than scarcity. In this journal, chronicle not only moments of happiness, but also instances of struggle, for it is through facing difficulties that we often find profound growth and understanding. In this journey we embark upon, illuminated by the wisdom of Stoicism, we are not promised a voyage devoid of challenges, but rather the capability to sail through turbulent waters. It enlightens us to cherish what we possess, to gracefully accept what lies beyond our control, and to possess the discernment to differentiate the two. Within the daily cycle of dawn and dusk, we nurture a sanctuary of calm, resilience, and appreciation. These rituals, day in and day out, serve as the strokes with which we craft the masterpiece of our existence, creating a portrait that captures not just our present self, but also the person we aim to become. If you found value in joining us on this journey, remember to subscribe for more insights into your personal growth. I appreciate your commitment to this journey thus far. Looking forward to our next video encounter.